Hello everyone, welcome back to Famous Unknown. How come whenever any African leader is doing something good for the country, US or the Western world seem to go after that person? A couple of years ago, maybe, was it last year? Yeah, Ghana was deemed as the second most peaceful country in Africa. Second most peaceful country in Africa. And it was done by, I think it was reported by CNN. And here's the video.
Ghana is often called West Africa's shining democratic star. It has a reputation for its political and economic stability. According to the recently released Global Peace Index report, it's Africa's second most peaceful country and the first in the region.
And how come all of a sudden change? All of a sudden change. Now, US Travel Advisory has issued a statement and they have blacklisted Ghana. Okay? Ghana, that's like a second most peaceful country in Africa. Now, you know what they're saying? They're advising US citizens to be on security alert when traveling to Ghana over worsening state of insecurity. They're warning the citizens that Ghana is a red zone country now. They need to be careful when traveling to Ghana, especially like women, children, and gay people. And they mention like specific municipalities in Ghana, like the northern part, and there's a reason for that. All because Ghana has banned foreigners from local gold trading, and because of that, US is not happy about it. And prior to this started on May 1st, okay? And prior to that, there was a lot of measures that were put in place, and here's the video for that.
We called you here for a very short reason. As you may be aware, on the 29th of March 2025, the Parliament of Ghana passed Act 1140, the Ghana Gold Board Act. On the 2nd of April 2025, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama assented the Ghana Gold Board Act passed by Parliament. And so the Gold Board came into existence on the 2nd of April of this year. Consequently, we commenced work even ahead of the appointment of a board for the organization because of the tight timelines we've been given by the Ministry of Finance and His Excellency the President to see to the restructuring of the gold trading sector for the purpose of optimizing national benefits for the country. As you may be aware, the main objective of the Gold Board is to generate foreign exchange for the country and to maximize gold reserve accumulation by the Bank of Ghana.
They made them know ahead of time that this one foreign company that had a lease for 30 years. Now Ghana is not renewing the contract anymore. So Ghana is taking over everything. They want to mine their own gold. They want to refine everything. They want everything to stay in the country. So that the citizens can get work to do. So the government of Ghana issued a statement, okay? And it says, President John Dramani Mahama has implemented a significant policy shift by banning foreign participation in Ghana's local gold trading sector, effective from May 1st, 2025. This measure is part of his broader efforts to combat illegal mining, often referred to as galamsey, which has been a major environmental and economic challenge in the country. The new regulations stipulate that only the Ghana Gold Board, a state-run agency, will have the authority to manage gold purchases, sales, and exports, thus removing foreign traders from direct involvement in the market. Foreign entities will still be able to purchase gold, but only through Gold Board, which is aimed at centralizing the gold trade and ensuring more revenue remains within the country. This policy is expected to help curb the illegal mining operations that have led to deforestation, water pollution, and an estimated loss of $2 billion annually in tax revenue. Furthermore, the ban is designed to strengthen the Ghanaian cedi by ensuring that the gold trade directly benefits the national economy, with a focus on stabilizing the country's foreign exchange reserves. By consolidating the gold trade under government control, Mahama aims to enhance government revenues, curb the environmental damage caused by illegal mining, and ensure that more of Ghana's gold wealth directly benefits the nation. And this is brilliant. I don't know if you guys have heard this terminology, like Galamsey. Yeah, that's like local small scale mining. And these guys are destroying the forest and also destroying the water bodies in Ghana. If you were to see some of these water bodies, it's very sad. It's very sad. So because of this, US is not happy about that. And Ghana also want them to trade this in like the Ghana cities. They don't want to trade this in the US dollars. They want everything to be in the Ghana cities. So this will be affecting the US dollars. And US is not happy about this. So because of that, now they have to issue a statement that Ghana is a red zone, that people shouldn't be going to Ghana. These are the same tactics that they did to kill Gaddafi. They use the same thing. And you know, with Gaddafi, I think they sent a diplomat to go talk to Gaddafi. And Gaddafi, this is what I want the economy to do. Like, this is what I want for Africa. So he also signed and told them, this is what I want. And then you know what US said? No, we're not going to go to his terms. We're just going to end the guy.
Libya, we were the ones that caused Gaddafi's death because Hillary Clinton played a game over there. I hand-carried the letter back from Gaddafi offering to resign. The U.S. didn't want him to resign. They wanted to kill him.
Why?
Because Gaddafi, at every meeting I had with Gaddafi, he wanted two things. He wanted to unite the African continent into a group of nations economically, like the European economy. He wanted to base it on the gold standard. And the U.S. and Europe didn't want that. The other thing is they wanted control of his oil and they wanted control of his sovereign wealth. So Gaddafi had to go. That's outrageous and it's wrong.
And yes, and they did unalive Gaddafi because he was doing something good for the nation. That same thing they want to do with Captain Ibrahim Traoré. So I like the fact that Ghana is also stepping up and taking matters into their own hands and be like, listen, this is our own resources. This is our own raw materials. We can do it by ourselves. We don't need the Western influence. I thought slavery is over. If it's over, now what? You guys still want to sit there and then manipulate everything. You guys going to tell us what to do. Like telling us, no, you need to do this, you need to do that. So they just want to find ways and means to do it. But there's a lot of country in Africa that the citizens are suffering. But they're not going there. Why? Because it's benefiting them. So if you decide to step up your game and be like, listen, these things ain't going to work, then they will go against you. So now they're starting to put ban on Ghana and saying all these things. We don't care. And this is not the first time. Remember when Donald Trump canceled that US aid that they give funds to other organizations? Ghana's president, John Dramani Mahama, was interviewed and they asked him a question about that. And he said, no, if US is not ready to bridge that gap, somebody will do it. Or even not, the country itself will fill in that gap.
Well, I think that the world order that came in place after the Second World War has been beneficial to all parties. America has benefited, America has prospered from that world order. And I do think that no country can exist in isolation. Nobody can draw his bridges up and dig a moat around his country. We're interconnected in many ways. America has the right to recalibrate and freeze its international assistance to other countries, but there's always a blowback. One, America loses soft power because USAID is a well-known brand of America and it intervenes in very critical areas. And so if America decides that it doesn't want to intervene in those areas, it is possible that other countries might decide to fill that gap, or we might fill it ourselves like we're trying to do now, adjusting our budgets to fill the gap that America leaves.
He made it clear. Yeah, he said it. And because of that, US put tariff on Ghana, this. But no, Ghana is not bothered with it. Do your thing, let us do our thing. And it's about time that all these African nations need to come together and work as one. It's sad. You see these Francophone countries like Togo, Ivory Coast, they're not doing anything. And even the Ivory Coast is letting them have their military base. Why do you want to have your military base in somebody else's country, but you won't allow them to also have a military base in your country? You know, even after this whole protest and everything, you know, Emmanuel Macron has even called Ibrahim Traoré. He said, you know, we are friends, so can we have our military base in your country? He said, no. Aren't you friends with Canada? Aren't you friends with the US? And also friends with UK? How come you don't have your military base in the country, but you want to have your military base in our country. No, that's not going to happen. He said it point blank. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think. Leave your comment at the comment section. And if you haven't been part of the Famous family, please do so by subscribing, like the video, share the video, and also leave your post notification on. In case I upload a video, you'll be notified, all right? And until we meet again, I'm your host, Charlene de Casa Harris. I'm out.